What's up, everybody? Joe from Joe's Golden Garage. We are in the LS430 today, hitting the interstate, riding to Chattanooga, Tennessee. Got about an hour trip. It has been a long time since I have done a road trip in the 06 LS430. A long time.
Continue straight for 35 minutes to exit 333, State Route 52, Walnut Avenue.
Got the Waze going? Man, this car is driving so smooth. And let me tell you why. We just picked it up about 2 hours ago from having all new struts and alignment and anything that was worn. I think there were a few little bushings here and there, or tie rod end links, or you know what I mean, that sort of stuff. The receipt's in the glove box there. I hadn't even looked at it yet. Yeah, man, she is like riding on air. Holy cow, this thing is literally just gliding along. One thing I noticed when I first walked up to it that kind of caught me off guard, and I was a little bit alarmed, was the car had a really high stance. And, you know, after I looked at it for a while, I realized, well, that's just its original stance that it had when it was new. You know, it has just settled down over the years with the leaky struts. And even though she still rode, it drove pretty good, she was getting pretty abrasive across the bumps. We were getting some clunking and some knocking out of the front end, and that's what prompted me to send the car off anyway to be looked at. And of course, the original setup was leaky, and just yanked all that crap out. And it wasn't terribly expensive. We've got a guy, you know, you need a guy. If you own a luxury car, even though a Lexus is pretty inexpensive to own and maintain, you still need a guy, a mechanic. You know, you take this to Nally Lexus, or I shouldn't call them out. I always say Nally Lexus because that's where this car came from new. Nally Lexus is a great dealership, and when you go there for service, they treat you like a king. But, you know, you're paying for that. So with one 16 years old and going on almost 100,000 miles, we're sitting at 99, what, 313? So very close before she's a six-figure. You know, our Lexus guy that does our work for us, you know, he charged like $1,700–1,800 bucks to do all the work. Ooh, police. Well, I'm speeding. So yeah, he does excellent work, doesn't stick it to us, you know. He did the time, he's the one that's done all the big maintenance on this car since the 60,000 mile service. That was the last one at Nally, I believe. There might have been an oil change or two snuck in there, but any last major service was the 60K at the dealership. So he has done all the oil changes and maintenance since, and man, he has kept this car. This is kind of like his pride and joy to him as it is to us, because he always brags on this car. You know, he's like, I can tell you guys have really just babied it and taken care of it. And he was like, I always enjoy seeing it when it comes in here, and, you know, I enjoy taking it around the block, you know, during the test drive or whatever, if he repairs something. He was like, I just always love this car. And, you know, that makes you feel good that, hey, you know, we've done our part in taking care of it for the past 16 years. I hate to see it even turn over 100,000 miles. I really do. I hate to see it. I feel like we need to get it on Bring a Trailer right now. But with these miles, I don't know, 99,000, I don't know if that's even Bring a Trailer worthy anymore. But this car is extra special, as you guys know. You've seen all my videos on it. It's such a clean, fine example. You know, just, I got some of my tchotchkes in here. But, you know, no one's ever really ridden in the back seat. Very few people have even ridden right there. You know, this has been my mom's car, and she pretty much has just done her, you know, mom things with it. Retired mom things. Go to church, go to the grocery store, you know, go back and forth to her, you know, retirement home. So, not that kind of retirement home, but, you know, either the beach or the lake. But yeah, I'll shut up. And God, this thing rides smooth. You can't even feel those reflectors on the road. So smooth. Let me cut this AC down a little bit. I didn't even think about the fan blowing on you guys. Golly. If all you've been hearing is I apologize. I forgot I had the AC set on high. Even though it's only 73 degrees today, the sun is rather warm. Finally getting cooled off here in Georgia. We got a low tonight, I believe, of about 48 degrees tonight, I believe it is. So, cooling off. I'm very thankful and glad for it. It has been a hot summer, another hot Georgia summer. I'm ready for some lower temps. Lower temps. No news on the Impala. I think, well, I take that back. There is some news. I've decided I'm just going to take it back home, stick it in the garage, and I'm just going to slowly work on it myself. My uncle, he restores antique Corvettes. He's the uncle that's out of Baton Rouge and lives there most of the time, but he is in the process of selling his business and moving to my moving up to my area, and will be across the street with his wife. They've always maintained two separate homes, but just traveled between the two homes. But he's going to be, you know, retiring and going to be across the street. He said, "Hey man, we'll yank that transmission out and we'll try and fix it ourselves." And I said, "Well, hell yeah, let's do it," because I really feel like it's just a seal. Dude, there's something kind of special. Check that out. That is a CTS wagon. It's not a V, but it's lowered and got some wheels on it like it's a V, like it's a monster. It's pretty cool though, but it's just the regular version. You don't see too many CTS wagons, period. My brother and I bid on one with about 110,000 miles, I think it had on it. I think it was 2011 or 12. We bid on one a couple of months ago, and it sold for about $7,500. And we were really surprised it sold for that much. We were kind of hoping we might get it for less, but it brought a pretty nice little nickel. Because those are cool wagons. Yes, this thing is just a sweetheart. enough not to have AC seats yet. They still feel good. Miles per hour brings about, what's that, about 2,600 RPM. Not too bad for just old 6-speed automatic. That 6 gears got a good long leg to it. I can tell a big difference versus, say, like an 03 or an 02 LS430. I had an 03 and it's featured on my channel a few times, but it was a 5-speed automatic, and when you got up to these speeds, it was really, the engine was spinning pretty good, spinning on up into 3,000 range on up and over, but it was still, gosh, I mean, it's such a smooth car, it was still relaxed. I would still very much own a 2001, 2, or 3 LS430, no questions asked. Just kind of prefer the 04, 05, 06 refresh with the 6 gear.
Watch out, vehicle on shoulder ahead.
Come on. $10, that's a cop in front of us. Got a government plate, antennas, I see some lights. Yeah. Might be a park ranger though. Yeah, I think he's a park ranger. Hell, he's going as fast as I am. Law enforcement. Game warden. Cool. Gonna pause the video a second. We'll get back to you. Maybe a little further up the road. This video, gosh, we're already over 10 minutes. I'll get back with y'all. Look at that stance. I never noticed how low she really sat. But look at that stance. Now I know a lot of you are like, God, it's way up high in the air. You need to slam it. No, not for a 70-year-old woman. That means cushion, and that means good ride right there. This thing was smooth as silk coming up the interstate. Golly, I can't believe how much it has restored the original ride of this car. Super, super impressive, y'all. Yeah, coilover's my ass. That's for all you young tykes. Like, share, and subscribe. Don't share. I hate that. I hate when people say share. Don't you dare share my video. But like and subscribe and comment for sure. I do appreciate that. Y'all have a great day, and hope you enjoyed the nice little ride in the 06 LS430. We'll see y'all next time. Peace.